We are not protected from the ravages of huge capitalist corporations. And people feel that their social bond with their government to protect them is broken. Because helplessness is one of the biggest causes of trauma. It is one of the most disturbing things, helplessness. So what can we do to help this situation and save our mental health as well as save our country and our connectedness to each other? Well, the first thing we have to do is join. We have to join whatever we believe in. And then we have to join the socialist message wherever we are, where we need to connect, regardless of any kind of racial, ethnic, sexual, gender differences. We have to connect because we need each other to fight these enormous, massive, wildly wealthy capitalist corporations, which our government will not protect us from. They use that money to get elected. They're not going to protect us. We have to push the idea of a cooperative economy, an economy that shares, an economy that is not divided between wealthy employers and employees who get just enough to survive, or even less. You know, in the recent election, even in the reddest states where there was a clear choice of what you believe in and what you want, people voted progressively. Kentucky did not pass the overall abortion ban that they wanted. They had a choice, total abortion ban or not. They chose no total abortion ban. The same thing in Kansas, another red state, because Americans do choose just alternatives when there are clear alternatives. And they're not very clear in the United States. We need a clear socialist alternative. We have two capitalist parties, capitalism light, the Democrats, and capitalism heavy, the Republicans. That's no choice. We need a choice of system like they have in France so that we can choose a socialist alternative, a sharing alternative, which will be excellent for our mental health as well as our physical health. The recent victories of socialism, whether in France under Mélenchon or in Chile, in Brazil, in Colombia, they all had one thing in common. They were unity, a unity coalition of progressive labor unions, and their labor unions are more socialist than ours. So the socialist and communist labor unions and movements for racial equality, movements for equality of indigenous people, movements for equality of gender and reproductive rights, movement for gender choices without condemnation, all under the banner of socialism, which sees the importance of all these issues, but also the greater importance of uniting as a class of deprived people, which gives us the mass to be able to fight against the enormous corporations that are fleecing us. That's what we all have to realize. And that is our hope, and that is our connection, and that will save our mental health, because mental health is dependent on connection. And if we connect with hope, we'll win and feel better and be less crazy as Americans.